Championship Super Bowl.
On the return from his end zone, Godwin Igwebuike.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Smith going to look to throw right away. He'll find Metcalf.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the
first carry here for Ken Walker.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Back to Walker on first down. He'll get this to about the 38.
From the 38, Smith. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Now Geno on first down.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Well, they were advancing the ball. They had a couple first downs under their belt, but a big mistake there on the opening drive leads to 6 points the other direction.
And what a good read that was on his part, Brandon, because it prevents a possible scoring drive with how they were moving things along. And it gives the defense the early advantage. Was going to be a definitely entertaining battle between these units.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
Let's go now. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Ready. Fresh off the pick six, it's Smith. They work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Smith. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Throwing now is Geno.
To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done.
How about that? They weathered the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down in bounds, toe tapping, and drag it to make sure he gets it done.
Walker now on 1st and 10. He'll get this up to about the 44.
The slot man in motion right. And the slot man goes in motion left.
Roll. Ready, go.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Walker with another carry.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Come on. Seven Pirates. Trap 60.
Here we go on 4th. Smith. It's caught. Lockett.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Geno down to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that wound up traveling at even 58 yards in the air, according to next-gen stats.
Extra point up and through by Myers, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos
at their own 25-yard line. Wilson.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
7-7, our score after one. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Play action. It's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into.
Fourth down. Here's Wilson. As he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Smith. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing is Smith. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out. But his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Straight ahead, Walker. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the...
On 2nd and 9, Smith. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Randy Gregory coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Randy Gregory drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down. Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't really end up costing them, Charles. They'll at least get points in 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because you know after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, they're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points. And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson.
He'll get this underneath to Edmonds, and he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
From the 31, Wilson. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half. Second down and goal. Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense after the play he just made. A 1-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. The kick by McManus is good, and that will knot us up at 10. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. Now the Broncos are going to call the 1st of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. They don't want to repeat a 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the 1st quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. No, he didn't spike it. He faked it.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Here we go, here we go.
The final shot here before break. Smith. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours. You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. On 2nd and 7, Wilson. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Wilson. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. 4th down, Wilson trots off, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Denver field goal. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. The kick by McManus is good, and they will take the lead at 13-10. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Ready, set.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back. What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now, if you want to take a shot on second down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Mustang 19.
Out of the gun, Smith. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. In motion goes the tight end. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. He lets it fly for Lockett. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Well, another carry now for Edmonds. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now Wilson. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 29-yard line. On the handoff, it's Edmonds. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. On second down and 4, Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Al Woods able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Now Wilson. And that will be incomplete. So here now is Brandon McManus in a big spot. This to swell the lead to 6. And off the crossbar, and it kicks back out. Needed maybe a foot or 2, but it's no good as it stands. And that will keep this a 3-point game. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10. No gain on the play there, second down.
I think what we just saw their partner was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Smith. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a 1-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Seahawks are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over-pursuing, and making a very nice play.
It's CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. Now, I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers. Fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense. And this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson.
And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Here's Wilson to throw.
Open man Hamler, that's complete.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a one-score game.
36 pounds.
On second and goal, Wilson. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
Wilson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
What a stand there defensively. They force the third and goal, force them into what they think will be a passing situation, and then they make sure to lock up all the receivers and come away with the interception. Sounds simple, but that was really well done.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that might have a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
Picked off by Quan Williams. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Extra point from McManus is good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Seahawks 10.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Igwebuike to return it from his end zone here.
And he's going to be out of bounds on the This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Straight ahead, a rematch of Super Bowl 48, and it should be a good one, between the Denver Broncos and the Seattle Seahawks. Here we go in a rematch of Super Bowl 48. The Seahawks and Broncos are underway. On the return from his end zone, Godwin Igwebuike. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here we go, set. Warriors, 17.
Smith going to look to throw right away. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So certainly a defensive mistake here in the first quarter, getting hit with a roughing the passer call.
And that hurts not just because of the yardage you gave up and give them a fresh set of downs, but that brought the home crowd into this one. And when you go on the road, your job is to silence the crowd, not energize them.
Right out of the gates, here's Smith. Pass incomplete.
Smith on the keeper. Intended for DK Metcalf. Incomplete. It's second down and 10.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's second and 10. Throwing now is Geno. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. On third down, here's Walker. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Again, it's one.
Well, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
Lock it in motion right.
On the ball.
On second down, it's Walker. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
Walker, the ball carrier. The tackle made by Kareem Jackson. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Okay, break. 18, Pioneer. Six the Eagles.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Up the middle, here's Walker. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Here we go.
They snap it to Smith. It's complete to Lockett. He will have the conversion and more than that. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Smith on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the ball is going to wind up out of bounds, so they will lose yardage, but they'll keep the football. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Now Smith. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead.
Well, given where they started that opening drive, CD, I think to get 3 out of it, probably a pretty good start that they'll take.
I think you're exactly right about that because they just shook off the effects of the kickoff in field position and took the ball and moved it downfield. Didn't pay off with a touchdown, but that drive, that was really nice for them, and they did come away with 3 points.
So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their 25-yard line. To throw is Wilson. They'll get this underneath to Edmonds. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now it's Wilson. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. From midfield now, here's Wilson. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Throwing again here, Wilson. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
You know, every time we talk with people about the most important quality for a quarterback to have in the NFL, what do they usually say?
Arm strength.
Yeah, that's really way down on the list. Accuracy is one of the bigger ones, maybe the foremost one. That's what he needed on that play.
On 3rd down, Wilson out to his left. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle it, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Geno. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Edmonds. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
4 yards.
From the 39, Wilson. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Albert Okwuegbunam, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Play action. Now Wilson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. The kick by McManus is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Come on.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
At the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now a give to Edmonds. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing is Wilson. And he's going to go down.
Well, he gave them an instant to react. It's a classic case of if you blink, you missed it. Off the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack. Looking to throw. Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Tanner Muse with him. And the Seahawks are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
Pass the 20 for a short gain, 2nd down. On the tackle, it's Randy Gregory. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. To throw on 2nd and 6. Smith going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Broncos will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away changes what your play calls are going to be.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Javonte Williams taking it in from a yard out. And the Broncos will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. McManus's point after is good, and the lead is now 10-3.
Broncos 10, Seahawks 3. Brendan McManus, the kickoff for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Igwebuike to return it from his end zone here. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in field goal range. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Geno now to throw. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Now here's Michael Dixon, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Fielded at the 33. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Now Edmonds. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. On 2nd and 9. Wilson. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 37. Throwing now. Wilson on first down.
He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Seahawks 34-yard line.
Now Wilson.
Quick slant to Hamler.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 23. They'll throw on first down with Wilson.
They're going right back to Hamler. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Javonte Williams.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Broncos take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Igwebuike to return it from his end zone here. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now Geno on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kareem Jackson.
And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On first down, Wilson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. After the interception, here's Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Buffalo 18. 18 Radley.
To throw is Smith. And my goodness, another interception. And the Broncos are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Boy, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone, right? We use that term so often, but most of the time, it's for people who are on offense. In this case, it's a defense as a whole, all locked in with each other, all ready to go.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Albert Okwuegbunam, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Second down and 10.
Wilson. Forced out to his left. That's complete. It's Okwuegbunam. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Here's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 15. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
And now here's another interception. And the Broncos are going to take possession. This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Straight ahead, a rematch of Super Bowl 48, and it should be a good one, between the Denver Broncos and the Seattle Seahawks. Here we go in a rematch of Super Bowl 48. The Seahawks and Broncos are underway. On the return from his end zone, Godwin Igwebuike. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Smith going to go to the air first play. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Up the middle, it's Williams. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. He was searching for a lane, but on that play, everything closed very fast.
Yeah, so far the one-on-one stuff up front, trying to block those big men, not really working too well. I'm thinking maybe some traps, maybe some sweeps to get them moving. That might help out a little bit to try and find some room to run.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Williams will try again. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. This Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a third and goal situation. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Steps away. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on third and goal. Let's see what they do on fourth and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on fourth and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. Igwebuike to return it from his end zone here. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Not the way they wanted to begin things. You had the interception on the first play of the game. The good news, it only led to 3 points.
And remember our conversation with him prior to the ball game? He said they had something special designed for the first play. It didn't hit. Let's see if he can rebound from it and not let it get him down.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Well, no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets, they don't do any of that. They just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's second and 20.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Now Geno. Under pressure, they got him again. And now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's third and long.
60 Vikings. Panther 11.
They'll set up a throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there. Really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
Now a receiver in motion left. A give to Williams, running right. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Javonte Williams, a 5-yard touchdown run. And they are able to add on to their advantage. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
McManus's point after is good. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Broncos 10, Seahawks nothing. Brendan McManus, the kickoff for Denver.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Igwebuike to return it from his end zone here. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Seahawks take over first down at their own 18-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Back to throw, Smith. He's got his big tight end, Fant. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere. But
they'll send the tight end in motion left.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
This is taken at the 23. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Hey, 0-0-0.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, 68 yards. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Broncos 17, Seahawks nothing. Brendan McManus to kick off for Denver.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this 1st quarter. 17-0 our score after 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Smith. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. On 1st down, it's Smith. And the Broncos get there and take him down. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the 1st down sack. Smith toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this 1st half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
On 4th down, Smith. He lets it fly for Lockett. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Broncos are going to have it here just past the This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Straight ahead, a rematch of Super Bowl 48, and it should be a good one between the Denver Broncos and the Seattle Seahawks. Here we go in a rematch of Super Bowl 48. The Seahawks and Broncos are underway. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Smith going to look to throw right away. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Wow, first play in the game sees 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
So first and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at the 33-yard line. Wilson being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this hit across the 40. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
A first carry now for Chase Edmonds. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Tanner Muse with it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
back to Walker on first down.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Slot man moves right.
Walker with another carry.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Block it in motion right.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And they'll get him down right around the 16.
It was DJ Jones who was there for the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
The slot man in motion right. Now it's Smith.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
On the counter, it's Walker.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Oh, they'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter.
And the Seahawks have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 14-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
from the shotgun. Wilson rolling to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Trey Brown. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
And a short gain down to about the 33. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Here we go, tight. Alert, alert.
Slot man moves right.
Hey, check. Go, go.
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Here's Smith. It's caught. Lockett.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Out of the gun, Walker with it.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13.
46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And the tight end goes in motion left.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Now, we all know that an offense coordinator and a quarterback, they're aligned at the hip. But when you've got a runner who can get you that kind of yardage, that guy's invaluable.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
here's Goodwin with it on the jet sweep. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Hot 70, hot 70. Cougar 19.
Walker will take this into the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 21-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On first down, Wilson dancing to his left. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down inbounds. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats inbounds.
On second down, this is Edmonds. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Another carry now for Edmonds. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. On 2nd and 9, Wilson. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Before that last pass, 2 interceptions have already been thrown. And this last one tipped in the air, which means everyone on defense is almost fighting each other in order to get to the football to try and make it a third. Once you've thrown a couple, it's almost like a swarm of bees going after the ball. And in this case, they weren't able to get there before.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Jonathan Abram picks it.
Well, there are several factors at play for why they face this deficit right now, Charles, but that's now 3 interceptions that he has thrown and just giving the football away. Pretty careless here in the opening half.
Yeah, I know that all of our parents taught us to share as youngsters, but in this game, you don't want to share with the other team. Keep it for yourself. Keep it for your team. Got to cut down on all of those throws, those errant passes, if they hope to get back into this game.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down.
He'll get that complete to Alberto.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson, buying time to his left.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Wilson will throw again. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown.
Albert Okwuegbunam.
As the first half is winding down,
and the Broncos are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Extra point from McManus is good, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Brendan McManus, the kickoff coordinator.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. On the return from his end zone, Godwin Igwebuike. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Here we go. Back and 60. Ready.
The final shot here before break. Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And incomplete on the deep ball. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Wilson. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Wilson on the move to his left. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
To throw is Wilson. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Throwing is Wilson. Steps away to his left. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Being chased out left. And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with the football. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Let's go now.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
Left wing 19.
Throwing on second down. Smith. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Oh, the motion comes too late. And this is going to be a delay. And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. In motion, the tight end.
Buffalo 18. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Throwing on third down, Smith. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The slot man in motion right. From the gun, it's Walker. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he gets it down to the 32. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They run again with Walker. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 85 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
On second down, it's Walker. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down, they've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. To throw is Smith, and intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Quan Williams. And the Broncos are right back in this football game. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. After the interception, here's Wilson. Out to his left. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Now it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a 4th quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner. And I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Myers connects on the PAT. And a lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Broncos take over 2nd and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now Wilson on 1st down. Steps away. A throw left side, hauled in by Hamler. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. To throw again is Wilson. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Buying time to his left. Got a man. It's Judy, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 30. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Forced out to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Now it's Wilson. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. Now Wilson. Steps away, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sutton. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. McManus's point after is good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll get this up only to about the 22. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back.
Here we go.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. They're going to try the jet sweep on 3rd and long. There he goes left side. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Marquise Goodwin, 78 yards. And the Seahawks have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Now Myers for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew he was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
Yeah, not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. They go play action with Wilson, rolling to his left. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to take over
at their own 41. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him at it.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Williams going to get it again on second down.
That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with third down and just a yard to go.
There are so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner? And you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
So the victory here for Seattle. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like,
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Straight ahead, a rematch of Super Bowl 48, and it should be a good one, between the Denver Broncos and the Seattle Seahawks. Here we go in a rematch of Super Bowl 48. The Seahawks and Broncos are underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, break.
Right out of the gates, here's Smith. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
One thing we often talk about is setting the tone in a game. How about this? They came after him on play one and put him on the turf and forced an incompletion.
Something for him to think about immediately right off the bat.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to back off either. I think that they had success on the first play. Typically, when a defense does that, they've announced to you that this is what they plan to do throughout the game.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
From just shy of midfield, Smith. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
The Seahawks take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Slot man moves right. They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the 1st quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
Ready? Fix the Eagles! Fix the Eagles!
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Wilson. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 25 yards that time.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Here's Wilson. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
They'll bring a tight end in motion. Here we go with Williams. And he'll get in. Touchdown run. And the Broncos' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now Smith. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Mobility, a blessing and sometimes a curse, isn't it? Because those mobile quarterbacks, they tend to think that they can make a play all the time. When they get out of the pocket, instead of sometimes eating it or just throwing it away, they try and force things a little bit and end up taking extra hits.
Yeah, paid a little bit of a price on that one.
18, Pioneer. Ranger.
Smith going to throw on 3rd and 1. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. .21 yards. Well done on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw.
He'll get that complete to Alberto.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
And the Broncos first down.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Broncos 14, Seahawks nothing.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Wilson.
He'll get this underneath to Edmonds.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line.
14, got it. Go.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Alberto, 27 yards.
And the Broncos take a 3-touchdown lead.
McManus's point after is good, and it's now 21-0.
Broncos 21, Seahawks nothing. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Come on.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but
The ball popped in the air and intercepted.
and the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 24-yard line.
To throw is Wilson. Being chased out left.
Oh, he catches it off the tip. It wasn't even intended for him.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Dancing to his left. Wide open receiver complete.
And he is going to have a Broncos first down as they'll get the conversion on a gain of 14.
4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Wilson. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
10 yards.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Williams will take it in. Touchdown, Denver. This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Straight ahead, a rematch of Super Bowl 48, and it should be a good one, between the Denver Broncos and the Seattle Seahawks. Here we go in a rematch of Super Bowl 48. The Seahawks and Broncos are underway. On the return from his end zone, Godwin Igwebuike. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Smith going to look to throw right away. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Hey, let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
60 hurry.
Throwing on second and long. Smith. The catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go.
In motion comes the tight end left. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
A dependable running back is a coordinator's best friend. Someone you can trust in those situations to push forward and get the yardage you need however possible.
Play action. It's Smith. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Let's go now.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Dragon 60.
Another try after the first down sack. Smith.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on third down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
Mustang 19.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And out across midfield, down to the 45. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line.
Cup 19. Cup 19. Buffalo 18.
Geno now to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Here we go.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Throwing now is Geno. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
From the gun on third down, Smith. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. He needed 5, he got it barely, as it will have. Now Geno. Going right back to Fant. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
The slot man in motion right.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5.
They'll send the tight end in motion left.
19 tight. 19 tight.
2nd and 5 now. Smith. Throwing the out route, and he connects with Fant. Touchdown! Noah Fant, a 14-yard touchdown.
And the Seahawks will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 25-yard line. Here's Wilson. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. From the 29, Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 19 Lions.
To throw is Smith. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
3. Warriors 17.
3rd and long, it's Smith. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Okay, ready.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Ready.
Here's Smith. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Straight ahead, Walker. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
That was an example of excellent defense there. They stuffed them. So now he brings up a 3rd down situation. If I'm calling plays here, I make sure I put in the hands of my quarterback and get it to a receiver real fast. I'm not running the ball here.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right.
Bronco switch. Bronco switch. Check.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends.
Let's go. Rig alert.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Here's Walker. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
18, Pioneer.
They'll try the air now with Smith. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
Second down and another run with Edmonds. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. From the gun on third down, Wilson buying time to his left. Oh, wide open, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into third and long, have the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. On first down, Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy. That'll bring up second down. Now it's Wilson. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down.
Hey, zero.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Fourth down, here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On 2nd and 2, Smith. He completes this to Walker. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Lock it in motion right. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And some room to maneuver. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Kenneth Walker, 81 yards. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 14-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Being chased out left. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. They're going right back to Hamler. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now Wilson on first down. On the move to his left. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. It's a loss of 8 there on the first down play. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. To throw is Wilson. Dancing to his left. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the big play nullified, a legal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this is going to be incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
From the 30 on second down, Wilson looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Now Wilson. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They'll run on first down. Edmonds. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. From the 40 now on second down. Wilson looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. They'll run with Edmonds again. And a short gain down to about the 33.
There to make the tackle, Jonathan Abram. Still 9 remaining on second down.
Wilson. And he fires one incomplete. They need to get this to the 24 on third down. Wilson. Buying time to his left.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 23. On first and 10, it's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 15.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line.
106 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
Behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Now Smith. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams.
And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. So that, Charles, maybe the play that this defense has been looking for.
They've hung in there, and if they lose this game, it won't be from a lack of effort on their part. The key question is, can the offense finally do something? Because we're into the third quarter, and a 0 is still glowing on the scoreboard.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to punt the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. Now here's Goodwin with it on the jet sweep. There's some space here. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
Smith on first down. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
Get it! Half the 60!
Now to the ground, here's Walker. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now here's Goodwin with it on the jet sweep. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. He hits his target, Lockett, and all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 46 yards. And the Seahawks have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs. And if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down.
He'll get that complete to Alberto.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now Wilson. And he's going to go down. They get to it back at the 40. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Wilson. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And it'll be intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get him. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been flat getting it done. 8 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Slot man moves right. They run again with Walker, and he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film section tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board. Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing is Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. He completes this to Sutton. And he is going to have a Broncos first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Throwing again here, Wilson. He'll get this underneath to Edmonds. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Throwing again on second down. Wilson steps away to his left. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. This one winding toward a conclusion. And how would you assess how the secondary is played?
Well, we just saw them take another shot downfield that was incomplete, correct?
Correct.
So my assessment is that if anyone's played really well in this game, it's been the secondary. That was the latest example.
Yeah, they've been solid. Really, the whole defense has been solid. Still pitching a shutout. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Fourth down, Wilson trots off, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Denver field goal. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good, and this will stay a 3-touchdown game. A tough day for this offense continues. One of their best chances to get on the scoreboard there, couldn't do it.
Yeah, it's not looking like it's going to happen for them today, does it? I mean, opportunity after opportunity, play after play has gone against them the entire game. They probably feel a little bit like Schleprock, got that black cloud over their heads.
Smith going to throw it. Trying to lay one up deep. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So the victory here for Seattle. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both.